¿Aló? Sí. Buenas tardes, chicos. Les damos a todos una cordial bienvenida a la conferencia de Steven. Les queremos dar algunas instrucciones. Por favor, que guarden respeto, pongan sus celulares en silencio. Queremos que sea una conferencia tranquila. Él va a tener toda la disponibilidad todo el tiempo para responder sus preguntas, que la vamos a hacer al final de esta conferencia. Así que por favor demos nuestro tiempo, demos nuestro silencio y por favor no interrumpir durante la conferencia. Vamos a esperar a que entren todos los asistentes para dar inicio a esta conferencia.
How's everybody doing? Good? Quiet. Seriously.
Está muy callado, está muy serio.
I apologize, I had no Spanish, so.
Disculpe que no hablo español, pero... ¿Más español?
I tried once. I took Spanish. I live in New York, and 16 years I've lived there. 17 years? I don't know. Ask my mom and dad. But I took Spanish for a few months with some friends, because in Nuevo York, figured learn some Spanish. But unfortunately, we just spent too much time drinking, and so that's why I don't speak Spanish.
¿Que no cachó?
Everyone understand? Does everyone speak English? Do people understand?
Yeah, a little, yes.
Okay, then I'm useless.
It's tough. Well, it's tough because I was saying Manny probably has the toughest gig following me around talking, because I tend to blah 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 and run my mouth off, and then it's got to be translated into something that makes sense. Good luck.
Dice que gracias.
He could say anything. I could say, translate. Yeah, I'm a fucking idiot.
Muchas gracias. Lo primero que dijo es que lleva como 16, 17 años viviendo en Nueva York. Intentó tomar un curso de español, pero se dedicó mucho a tomar. Así que ahí quedó. Y lo bueno es que yo tengo la pega más difícil porque tengo que traducir todo lo que dice y hacerme entender.
I should get another translator here to translate what you're saying, translation, so I know that what you're translating, what I've just said, is what I wanted to say. We need like double
Necesitamos otro
translation.
traductor que sea de español a inglés ahora, para que él entienda lo que yo digo y se lo diga a él. A ver si yo estoy diciendo la verdad de lo que él dice. ¿Se entendió o no?
And so on down the line, we'll have like 4 or 5 by Saturday. Just
Para el sábado vamos a tener una fila de 5 personas que van a estar diciendo lo que él dijo, que es lo que yo dije, que lo que la otra persona dijo, para lo que ustedes dijeron. ¿Cómo así?
sorry, I didn't even know if we started anything there.
Está bien, está bien.
Sorry.
Bueno, podemos comenzar. Cuéntanos tu historia y la idea es que te explayes, nos expliques y luego vamos a tener algunas preguntas para ti.
So please, let's just begin. You can tell us your story, how you got into this, how's it been, and then later we're going to go with all the questions.
Okay.
Okay.
How it all began.
¿Cómo comienzo?
My mother came from England, small town in England.
Su madre vino a un pequeño pueblo de Inglaterra.
She went to Winnipeg, Canada.
Se fue a Winnipeg, en Canadá.
She met my dad square dancing.
Ah, no.
Conoció a
Or
su
are we
papá.
focused on my life or on GTA? Oh, sorry. I thought we were showing the kids how life was created.
Square dancing?
Square dancing, yeah. They actually, my parents.
¿Se conocieron los papás? Bailando como los Sims.
No, ese no es.
You know, like, do-si-do. That's like, square dancing. The GTA thing, I imagine. The whole GTA started with an audition. An actor, so you do many auditions for different projects. And this was another audition that came up where I got to, all I knew was it was going to be a video game. I had no idea what video game. I'm not a gamer, so I was just more interested in the fact that there was a project to audition for that was going to be a video game where they were going to animate you. So I was basically going to be doing like an animated thing using all of me. So that was very appealing to me.
Bueno, él es un actor, entonces, como cualquier actor, van a muchas audiciones y era una audición para un videojuego. Lo que le llamó la atención es que era algo distinto. Era esta vez un videojuego donde iban a hacer una animación tuya. Y así fue como llegó al lugar.
Yeah. So yeah, auditioned, and then soon thereafter, I don't know how long after, there were callbacks. So generally there's sort of rounds when you audition as an actor. So then the second time around was actually with at Rockstar, and they were pairing us up. And so there, Ned Luke, Michael, and I went in, and basically they worked with us in a room. They wanted to see the chemistry. So they were matching different people up to see who worked well together. And Ned and I immediately, when we got in the room together, we were just, you know, we were at it, and we had something. So we got cast off that. That's how it began.
Bueno, luego, después de que van a la audición, comienzan las siguientes rondas y van viendo hacerlos en pares. Entonces vieron, los van probando con distintas personas a ver cómo el tipo de química que tienen cuando trabajan juntos. Y se dieron cuenta, cuando trabajó con Luke, que al trabajar juntos trabajaban perfecto. Y así fue simplemente como llegó a trabajar.
And then it was, originally it was going to be, I was sort of under the impression it was going to be 1 year. So that's what we had initially planned on, shooting 1 year. 1 year was actually 3.5 years. We shot GTA 5 for 3.5 years.
En un comienzo el acuerdo era que iban a filmar 1 año. Finalmente GTA 5 terminó filmándose 3 años y medio.
And that wasn't 3 years straight. That was, you know, we'd shoot seasonally, so we sort of shot 10 days in every season. So it worked out to about 40 or 50 days a year shooting in a motion capture studio with, you know, I don't know if everyone's familiar with the motion capture and how the game was made. But that's, you know, it was a full motion capture performance. So we went into a studio, and it was basically, we shot a movie for 3 years that was animated and turned into the game Grand Theft Auto. 5.
Bueno, no es cuando dice 3 años y medio, no es que estén todos los días. De hecho, cada sesión duraba más o menos 10 días. O sea, en un año filmaban 50 días, por ejemplo. Filmaban 10 días, esperaban 3 meses, filmaban 10 días. Y no sabes si ustedes se están familiarizados cómo es el proceso de animación, cuando te capturan los movimientos. Pero bueno, así era, ¿cachai? Tenías que estar allá y capturar todos los movimientos, y 10 días, después esperar un tiempo, que se trabajara en eso, y después 10 días más.
Yeah, I mean, that was how it all went down, really, for GTA 5.
Yeah, así fue como fue GTA 5.
It's probably better if you guys ask the questions as to what you want to know.
Tal vez sería más entretenido que ustedes preguntaran lo que quieren saber.
Claro, ya vamos a comenzar con la rueda de preguntas para que puedan familiarizarse con Steven.
Otherwise, I'll just talk all day.
Hello, Steven.
Hello, my dear.
No sé si puedes traducir.
Sí, obvio.
Me gustaría saber cuántos actores fueron por el personaje de Trevor.
You know how many actors tried for Trevor?
I don't. No. I don't want to know. It's like, you know, it's like any role as an actor, you don't necessarily want to know who's competing against you or who's up for it, because you just go in and want the job, really. So I really don't know how many. I know they saw a lot. That's what I've been told.
Al parecer le dijeron que fueron muchos, pero como él, por su trabajo, prefiere no saber con quién está compitiendo, contra quién tiene que estar. Prefiere no saberlo simplemente, y saber, él va por el trabajo. Si resulta, bien.
Too, I should say, which the funny thing with the casting, going back to the casting and how many people they saw, Rod Edge, who's the director of all of the Grand Theft Autos, Rod said the biggest thing why he chose me, or why I was chosen for Trevor, was what he said, obviously the audition, they loved what I did and what I presented. But when I don't even remember this. I tend to forget these things, but apparently when I walked into the room, because as an actor you sort of have to psych yourself up, right? It's a business of rejection. You get rejected more than you get accepted. So I walked into the room, and it was with Ned, and I didn't know what was going on. You know, I had to sign a non-disclosure agreement going into this audition, and I was already getting kind of a little pissed off at all this shit we had to go through. And Rod said I walked into the room, you know, I knew what the character was, so I was sort of behaving as an actor. You try to go into a room presenting an image of what you think they might want. So I walked in and I looked at Rod and I was like, what is this, a fucking act off or something? And I was acting so, like, just fuck this. I was just all angry and belligerent. It wasn't Stephen Ogg, I was sort of being this character, but I was just being this pissed off orange, like, man, what is this? You know, who are you to tell me that I got to go in this room with this guy and do this? And I was being all crazy and weird. He said, it was that solidified your Trevor.
El motivo principal por el cual el director lo eligió a él, dice que cuenta que cuando uno es actor tenés que estar preparado para